So today is going to be fun and a little bit different. I always go with whatever guidance comes. We're actually going to be doing some tapping. We're not going to be doing, I'm trained in EFT, emotional freedom technique, which is something some people may have known about. Tapping has been like on TV shows and talked about kind of around. But we're going to do a really simple method of tapping that people can do on their own. That's actually with our chakras instead of with meridians. And then that will open us up to connect in some of the ways that I have if you've been on calls that I've led before. And before we get started, I have a couple of cards that I have to read and share about with you guys. That just, it, as always, it makes a whole lot of sense what's coming out and how we need to connect today. So one of the cards that came out is actually, it says on it, create abundance, which is all you really need to know about what this card is. And I'm going to read about it, but I also want to offer to you that it's quick to jump to assuming that abundance means like physical money. But abundance means a lot more than that. And in fact, physical money and that type of abundance often doesn't arrive until after we have really created abundance in other ways from the inside out, and that we really understand what creation means. So if we remove the word abundance and we just go to the word create, from a simple idea, the realm of infinite possibility becomes available. Infinite spirit channeled through the physical, funneled through the creative process, and birthed into being through action. Small steps compounded through consistent focus and effort to create something real, something valuable, something beautiful. To create is to be alive. Do you not see? You must actively create that which you desire. You must be the one to design the changes you see fit in this physical world and to take action to bring your ideas and intentions into being. Yes, we in the angelic realm say to you, change is needed. It is necessary. Presented before you is a window of opportunity. When change is needed, the opportunity for growth and transformation increases tenfold. Now is your time to leave your mark on your life. The time to really go for it is here and now. So that seems pretty relevant to what we're looking at and thinking about right now. And then another card that came out that I'm supposed to share, and I can actually show this one to you, is it just says on it paradox. And it has a star in a circle. And it came out for me upside down. If we think about a paradox, generally that makes us consider extremes, two extremes, whether the paradox be inside of us or in our external world, what we're seeing. My experience of this means what I see is representative of what I am. So if I see a paradox outside of myself and I want to make it black and white, I need to look back at myself and say, where am I that way? What am I doing that is that way? Where is the paradox within me? Because we can create, if we think of create, right, our first card into our paradox card, we create what we are and we see what we are, and our perspective, how we are literally able to see, we see through our lenses of the world and our glasses and our experience. So, and it came out upside down, which again, to me just means, hey, pay attention, this is important. That's all we can take it to mean. Nothing bad, just this is important, take a look. This card is a reminder that we can hold two extremes at the same time. Sometimes we focus on things, whether internal or external, and see them as one-sided. But to hold the paradox within us requires strength. To see our most brilliant qualities and our most ugly. To acknowledge that they both live within us is a gateway to growth. Carl Jung said the paradox is one of our most valuable spiritual possessions. And for anyone who does shadow work, they know this to be true. But this can also be difficult for many people. If we have been raised in a rigid environment where things are viewed as black and white, it may be hard for us to accept our flaws, let alone love them. And I'm just supposed to sort of stop that there. There's more to it, but that's all we really need to know. And then what I'm going to offer today physically is actually a simple way for you to help your physical body to accept all that you are and all of the energy that is. And in order to kind of break through anything that may be blocking your energy, your environment. And I've led before some meditations essentially where that's also being done. But sometimes we really need a physical, tactile experience that will ground us into here and right now, right? Really feel our body, feel our energy, take some control, right? Which, funny enough, control often is my experience of that is black and white. But taking control in our physical body and actually unlocking our connection to our intuition allows for that intermingling of the gray area. So I'm going to talk you through this. I recommend that you have yourself muted because I would like you to speak some statements aloud along with me. If you're not comfortable doing that, I totally understand. Don't worry if you're not on the exact spot with your chakra. Trust your guidance to find where you are. It's all good. If you're not in a place where you can do this, you can absolutely watch this later. And I know that other people will be checking in with this later. It's all good. I want you to breathe and have some fun with this. And also, if you're curious, as you're speaking and as you move through this, I want you to hear if your voice changes from how we begin to how we end. I know mine will. I've got a little frog in my throat, which tells me that, like, I always need what you need, right? Like, we all need it together. So I'll probably sound different by the time we're done too. Okay, you're going to use both of your hands. You're going to take one hand and you're going to place it across your forehead. And you want to cover up your eyebrows. And you want your hand to be flat on your forehead. Basically, we're covering your third eye right now. And I don't need to explain exactly what you're doing, but this helps activate what's happening. Your other hand is going to be your tapping hand, and we're going to change hands throughout. If this arm gets tired, don't worry, we're going to change it. So we're going to start on our root chakra, so basically on your pubic bone, and just find where that is. And you're going to tap, and just tap it as hard or as lightly as feels comfortable. It shouldn't hurt, but you should feel that you're doing this. Take a deep breath. And we're going to say, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I belong. I belong. I belong. And hold your hand there and take a deep breath into that spot. And then you're going to change your hands. Other hand on your forehead. Other hand is going to come to your womb chakra. So if you go halfway between your belly button and where you just were on your pubic bone, you're going to tap there. And you're going to say, it's safe to be seen. It's safe to be seen. And I am doing this right with you. It is safe to be seen. I am inherently good. I am inherently good. I am inherently good. We're going to do one more here. I am complete. I am complete. I am complete. We're going to hold there and take a deep breath. Take another breath there. And then we're going to change hands again. And we're going to come up to the solar plexus. So just above the belly button and tap there. I know what I want. I know what I want. I know what I want. And I can own my own power. I can own my own power. I can own my own power. Pause there and breathe. Changing our hands again, coming up to the heart, right in the center of your chest. I like to switch, so instead I've been using a flat hand, now I want to use my fingertips right here. But do whatever is comfortable, tapping there. I can receive love. I can receive love. I can receive love. Keep breathing. I can receive love. I can give love. I can give love. I can give love. One more time here. I can give love. And pause and breathe. Changing hands again, moving up to the throat. Tap lightly here. Be kind to your throat. I can freely express myself. I can freely express myself. I can freely express myself. Here I am. Here I am. Here I am. I am woman, hear me roar. I am woman, hear me roar. I am woman, hear me roar. And breathe there, pause. The next one's always a little funny. You're gonna change your hands and you're gonna slip your fingers right under your hand to your third eye, and it's all perfect. You're gonna tap and you're gonna hold, and it's all perfect. I can awaken my intuition. I can awaken my intuition. I can awaken my intuition. And I can access my inner wisdom. I can access my inner wisdom. I can access my inner wisdom. And pause there and breathe. And we're going to change hands one more time. Be gentle on the crown chakra, tapping right in the center of the top of the head. And breathe. I am guided, supported, and connected. I am guided, supported, and connected always. I am guided, supported, and connected now. I am one with all that is. I am one with all that is. I am one with all that is. Hold there and breathe. And I'm just appreciating the menagerie and Sylvia's little picture, and it's so beautiful and perfect. And breathe there. All right, and if you're a space where you can get comfortable, I want you to take your hands down and place them on your lap and immediately close your eyes. As always, my eyes are open because I want to be connected with you, and if your eyes need to be open, that's perfect too. So the goal of this, and it's fun, I see Syl's picture and it warms my heart because when she was teaching me how to connect to my intuition, I very often would do just exactly what I did with all of you and tap my chakras as I was getting warmed up to do so. So it feels special and perfect that I got to do that today. So feel your physical body and feel whatever little tingles are happening. Allow your energy to flow. Trust that whatever we said and did connected you to be able to hear and see and know more clearly than before we did that. And it's always perfect. Whatever you remember of what we just did, if you want to do on your own, you can't do it wrong. You can't hurt yourself. And there's nothing to be worried about through that process. And that's something you can always have. Take a few deep breaths there. And we're going to go within. And I want you to feel connected to your heart center. I want you to see a warm green light buzzing and shining right in the center of your chest. And it may start the actual size of your physical chest. But as you breathe, allow your oxygen to allow it to grow in size. So it may be wider than your shoulders. It may reach far out in front of you. It may encompass your physical body and reach out behind you or around you. And this green buzzing light is yours. It's yours always. Don't forget that we refill that by receiving love. It's easy to give love, but we want to refill and allow that green light to buzz and grow. I have some extra, so I'm giving love to everyone here on this call right now and to anyone who gets it later. Allow that. If you need that today, let that fill you. And if you have extra to give, send that out now, whether to people on this call or to anyone else who you know or don't even know who might need it. And allow that in. And then from there, we're going to just connect in. Your chakras are already vibrating. Your body is already connected. So let's just plug in like you're sticking a cord into an outlet, a great big long extension cord on a power strip. So how that's going to go is you're going to reach your roots down through your feet, through the ground, through the earth. Pick up all that beautiful sparkly energy from Mother Earth. And every time you breathe, you're pulling it up through your body to connect with this green, warm light in your chest. And it's just going to get brighter. And then we're going to do the same thing from your crown chakra. Allow a pure, white, shiny light to come down in. Maybe it feels warm. So now your whole physical body is connected, above and below, above and below, above and below. Allow that to feel fun and joyful. Allow yourself to feel surrounded by love. You know what that looks like. You know what that feels like, and allow that now. Allow this white light to activate every chakra that we activated with your hands today. And allow each of those centers to vibrate higher and stronger. From the root chakra, this is our survival, but it's also how we connect. From a place of feeling safe, we can create unity with others. We must be safe first. Put our oxygen mask on first, and then we can connect. Up to our womb chakra. These are our expectations, but also this is where we love ourselves, where we support ourselves, and we can create from here if we appreciate how we give. And our solar plexus, this is our identity and our personal power. But this is also where we put social pressure. And if too much pressure from the outside world hits the solar plexus, it can be easy to lose track of who we are. So if ever you're feeling pressure from the outside and you're not sure where you fit into this, you can tap this chakra and you can say, I know what I want. And I can own my own power. And our heart chakra, we all know this as love, as the love center. We have our green light vibrating. But this is also where lack exists, the flip side of that love. And if we overgive, we can create lack. Yes, that could mean overspending in money. Yes, physically lack in our finances. But if we overgive love in any other way and don't receive enough back, that can be lack also. So we don't fear the shadow sides of these chakras. It's beautiful. It's part of it because it's a natural dance from one side to the other, this paradox, lack, love, lack, love. And it's as easy as remembering and allowing alignment with the higher vibration. And moving up to the throat chakra, this is how we share. But this is also how we control and how we can clamp down and be possessive of ourselves, of our words. Holding back our words and our gifts can actually be selfish. Sharing them with the world, sharing our views, sharing our opinions, especially when they could help to create change, that can be selfish. And being selfish is not always bad. It's sometimes needed, and that's beautiful too. So again, there's no dark or light or white or black or bad or good or right or wrong. There just is. And we can all just be here and think, here I am. I have a voice, and my voice matters. We move up to the third eye. So this is how we see. Our perception of the seen and unseen, of the physical world and of our sight, of what we imagine, of what we dream, what our connections are. And this is where we fear the unknown. And those of us who can see or have seen things that don't exist in our physical reality, this can also be where we get afraid of what we see, afraid of not being sure of what we see, a doubt about what we see and of the unknown. This is beautiful too. And when we're here and this doubt comes in, we thank it. We're grateful for it because it tempers and counters what's happening. And it allows us to clarify. It allows us to see beyond illusion, to see beyond dogma, to see beyond rules that are not serving us, to something greater, to see something that others might not see yet or that might be in a blind spot, and then have the courage to do something about it or say something about it. But we have to see it first before we can do something about it. And as we move up to the crown chakra, this is where we are connected. We are all one with one another, with the universe, with energy, with God, or however you see a higher power, whatever that means to you is perfect. We are all connected. And yet this is also here where we can feel separate, where sometimes it can seem like we're an island and we don't feel connected to that higher source. I've gone through those moments, and I know everyone connecting to this call has before too, and will again. And it's perfect. And it's both as simple and as hard as connecting to that source once again. So easy and so hard. And it shouldn't be any other way. And we can connect and we can think, I can feel the strength of the spirit within me. I can know that I am one with divine love. I can trust that I am one with all that is. From here, connecting and knowing everything that I've just shared, knowing that you have heard exactly what you needed to hear. I want you to go within your own self right now. And I want you to ask your heart a question. You can say it aloud if you want to, it doesn't matter. Whatever feels right. Your own self, your own deepest guidance is going to ask your heart, what do I need to be in balance? What needs to exist in my physical reality, in my emotional reality, in my psychological reality? What do I need to be in balance? Maybe that's you need to take a bath, you need to do yoga, you need a dance party, you need to hug someone, you need to pet a dog, or whatever it is. Ask your heart that and let the answer come. And if it's 3 things, that's perfect too. And I want you to pay attention to what you hear when you get that answer. Because it would be really easy right now to feel pulled off our center and to feel hard on ourselves, to put demands on ourselves to do more, to be more, to change more. And the lesson, what I'm hearing today for everyone, including me, is if we can come from this place of balance, from center, we will have more than enough to give. We will know what there is for us to give, and we will be able to give it and do it because we will be receiving what we need in kind. So allow those inspirations to come in. Allow yourself to feel gratitude. And I'm going to ask you to take a couple deep breaths because we have some gratitudes it feels like that we need to share. So let's say thank you for all that we have. That could be physical things, the money in your bank account, the money you know is coming, the gifts that you have, the gifts that you've given, things that you don't even know you have yet, wishes you've sent out into the universe on the air that you know will be heard, that have been received. And maybe you haven't received it in this physical plane manifestation yet, but you know it's coming. And all of those relationships, say thank you for the people you are closest to, whether they're here physically, whether they've passed on, whether they're a spirit you know, or someone or something, an energy that lights you up and makes you feel full. And I'm hearing the song. It's from, it's an ABBA song from, oh gosh, that musical that they made movies of. And the Greek one, I'll remember it. It doesn't matter. Thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thank you for the music. So maybe we listen to that song after. But thank you for the music.
Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia. Thank you, Sylvia. And thank you for what music does to us. Thank you for our physical bodies, our health. And if we need support on our journey to health, thank you for knowing that that support is already here. Feel grateful for your ability to ask for help. And if you're working on getting better at asking for help, feel grateful that you will get there and that you will have support to learn to ask for help, as funny as that is. We need that too. And feel thankful for this community. Feel gratitude for the connection that we have had, for anyone who has shared or is sharing, for whatever this is and will be from here forward. Grateful for the people who are awake and listening in the world. Grateful for those who aren't yet, because that means there's an opportunity. There's space. There's room for change and growth. We could look at something, again, back to this paradox. We could look at someone who doesn't agree with us and we could say that they're wrong. Or we could look at them and we could say they have room to be enlightened. And maybe we have some room to be enlightened too. I can see most of you have opened your eyes and joined me, which is perfect. If you haven't yet, feel free. Take a deep breath. We can look at each other's pictures. Feel grateful for one another today, and anybody who's connecting later, I feel grateful for you as well. So let's remember that we're going to find balance in our lives. We're going to fill ourselves up first so that we can give and help create change. Thank you, everybody. It's my pleasure to connect today.